It was a weird feeling this morning when I woke up because I started thinking about it. I'm like, wow, it's officially been like a year and a half since we've left everything behind and just started this journey. And I don't know why I felt like it waking up today in this weird little Peruvian room that we're staying in.
That in your mind, thinking of the hearts you stole. Who to play it on? Who to play it on? Oh brother, where did you go? I think we're shaping up. The winds that came and went, yeah, just to shake shit up. Who to blame it on? Who to blame it on? I'm digging up the ocean.
We have made it to Cusco.
And we made it to the 5-star Happy Cow rated green point.
Beside me, I think that I'm the only one that will make it up.
So something that's been bothering us a lot on all of our travels, but I think here it became most prevalent.
It's, you go to these beautiful places that have so much history and so much culture, and smack of town, right in the middle, there's a Starbucks, or there is a Patagonia, or there's
a Hilton.
There's or Marriott.
There's a McDonald's right next to the sacred ruins in town here. Like, it's hard for us to digest because we've had our fair share of Starbucks. We don't have it anymore because we've made an active choice to support the local coffee shop and try and give our money to the people who have taken it upon themselves to keep the money in their own community and provide their community with coffee made from an artisan standpoint, with love and passion.
Totally. And then you look at communities like this, like especially Peru, like through everything they've been through, this country, like tourism is their main source of income for a lot of these people. And so, you know, you see these, you know, mom and pop coffee shops that they have here in Cusco, or like people just selling things on the street. And you know, you want to encourage people, you know, if you're going to come and experience this culture, why don't you support the local communities as well, rather than going to a Starbucks and getting your latte that you're used to getting, and then paying and having that money go to some guy in Seattle who started Starbucks, rather than, you know, a family that's struggling to survive.
Woke up at 4:30.
4:30 to make it up here for 6:30.
Wish we got up at 4 though, to be honest.
So we found this dog and I was sitting with him. He was sleeping, and when he got up we saw he had a really, really sore paw. Really bad paw at the back, and you could see his ribs. So we decided we'd buy him a little bit of dog food.
One of the most inspirational women to me, her name is Lek, and she started Save Elephant Foundation. And when we were there visiting Elephant Nature Park, she said one of the most inspiring things to me, and it was, you don't have to necessarily create a sanctuary You can create a sanctuary in your heart or everywhere you go.
We couldn't find anything except a meat stand. They sold random meat on a stick. And being vegan, I felt a little conflicted at first, but I mean, it's for him, so.
You can make little mini sanctuaries. That means you can just help an animal in need wherever you go, whether that is a stray animal that needs a little bit of food, or if you see an animal that is hurt on the side of a road. And
He was just like, he was so docile and fatigued and sick, it seemed. And then as soon as he ate it, he was like a puppy again.
you can be the one that takes that time to take care of it.
But we are going to start our own sanctuary one day.
One day.
Look, get him, get him, get him. We brought them in as our best friends. We promised them as a species we'd care for them, and we'd do what we could to make sure that they're happy and healthy. And somehow, not even as a culture, but as a species, us, as humans, country to country and everywhere we go, we've abandoned them. And I think we have to go back and think about that promise we made when we as a species domesticated the wild dog. We have to take care of them. It's so sad. Our friend Fabrizio has come on this trip with us, and he's sitting right there. I don't know if he's asleep. He was asleep a minute ago. Oh, what's up? I got coke. We're wearing pretty rad t-shirts today.
I got a Rage Against the Machine sweater on. Cozy. Hey, hold on. I can't get up high enough to your face. The energy is unexplainable.
I figured, when are we coming back here? But I had no idea how cold that was gonna be.
Oh my god, Dave! I'm shooting! So I guess this whole message and this passion that we have and we want to share with the world is, let's all start to vote with our dollars smarter. You know, let's start to support local people, local communities, local businesses in your own town, in any town that you visit, because this is our way of saying that no, we will not support these huge major corporations just taking over the world.
The board of Starbucks gives zero fucks about Cusco.
Yeah.
All they care about is the money that they get from this one location here. Thousands of years ago, this was the Inca capital, and somehow Starbucks has managed to find a crack in the cement and seep their way in here to be able to funnel more money out. I don't know, it's really sad, but it's also really empowering once you realize that there is something we can do. We have to vote with our dollars. Buy local, support artisan, find the people who are out on a limb doing what they love, and give them your support.
It's these moments
where the sun's setting and all of Pisac is in front of us, and it's just silence and peace. And you think back to a year and a half ago, and then you realize this is it.
Yeah.
This is what it was all about.
And it's accepting that idea is that life is going to be always a journey. You know, we're going to have bad days, we're going to have good days, we're going to have sad days and happy days. I mean, that's always the balance of life, and sometimes I feel like I forget that. And I need to remind myself that it's the cycle. Maybe life is just all about finding yourself in different places and then losing yourself and then finding yourself again.